property owner. Thank you so much for joining us on this Saturday morning. Meteorologist Jill Reel is in here for a hot second this weekend. She brings with us, though, dry weather for the morning, but then a little rain in the afternoon.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but we probably do need the rain.
I noticed the ground was cracking on my lawn a little bit. It's been dry.
And I garden. I planted all my vegetables yesterday, so I don't want to water them every day, so I'm accepting this rain today.
I am too.
But taking a live look downtown at Utica, we're seeing, again, those cloudy high clouds beginning to move on in. They may look threatening, but we aren't dealing with any rain for this morning. Again, on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, that rain is out to our west. So if you want to get anything done today, do it this morning and into the early afternoon hours. It's actually quite mild outside. We're at 61 degrees at Griffiths Park. A little bit breezy as well. That wind out of the east-southeast at 13 miles per hour. So dry this morning and into the early afternoon, but I am tracking rain for this evening. Look at that rainy forecast coming up. Katrina?
Thank you so much, Joe. A home in Worcester is
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
Starting off the weekend with dry weather across Central New York. We aren't seeing sunshine, but we're dealing with some cloud cover across the region. A live look at our Utica National Insurance Group Tower Cam down in Cooperstown. Now, one thing I want to point out is that American flag. You notice the American flag is moving quite a bit. We are going to be dealing with windy conditions as we go throughout today, tonight, and into tomorrow. But the good news, at least for this morning, we are dry across the region, and we are going to continue to stay dry for this morning. Now, as we go throughout the morning hours, we're going to be stuck with that cloud cover. So we are seeing mostly cloudy skies from Old Forge to Coldbrook, down towards Herkimer and Oppenheim. So again, dry to start for this morning. Now, as we head it towards this afternoon, we're going to be tracking a cold front, and that cold front is going to bring us some rain. So on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, as we go throughout the morning hours, dry conditions. But if you are traveling west, maybe going to the PGA tournament in Rochester, you're going to want to bring the umbrella and the rain jacket. We are tracking this large area of rain back towards Rochester and Buffalo. This is associated with a low pressure system that's sitting off just to the north of Michigan, and associated with that is that cold front. So as that cold front slides to the east, we are going to see more in the way of some rain later on today and into tonight. So if you have any plans for today, get them done this morning and into the early afternoon. You will also notice it's mild to start, especially compared to the last couple of days. 57 degrees in Big Moose, 60 in Whitesboro, 61 in Cleveland, 59 in Deansboro, heading to the south across the southern valleys, waking up to 60 degrees in Cooperstown, 59 in Hamilton, and 57 in Norwich. So dry to start, but notice the big jump as we head towards after about 3, 4 o'clock. That chance of rain is going to be likely through 9 p.m., and then we will begin to dry out as we head towards tonight, and especially as we get closer towards tomorrow. Tomorrow definitely looks like the better outdoor day. Now, if you want to get any mowing done, of course, with our Clinton Tractor mowing cast, again, today you can do it this morning. It's not going to rain this morning. If you want to do some gardening or any yard work, this morning is good. Now, I put tomorrow afternoon because the grass is going to be wet during the morning hours. You're going to want to get that sun out to dry out that grass so you can take care of the lawn tomorrow morning. And then as we head towards Monday, another great day. So dry to start. As we head towards noon, still dry across the region. Widespread rain moves in after about 3, 4 o'clock, continuing for tonight. Cloud cover sticks around tomorrow morning, so by 6 a.m., mostly cloudy skies, but lots of sunshine as we head it towards tomorrow afternoon. So for today, rain later this afternoon and evening. That will continue for tonight. And as we head towards tomorrow, some clouds in the morning, sunshine, though, in the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the low 70s, and a beautiful week next week. Very comfortable with temperatures in the 70s and lots of sunshine. So yes, Katrina, we're going back to 9th grade. During the solar eclipse, the moon must be in what phase?
I don't know how I passed earth science. I got an 86 on the exam, so I knew something, but I'm like the waxing gibbon, the monkey. Like, no, I don't know. Let's say, what do you say, director? New moon.
That's correct, yes.
I have no idea. I will be honest with everyone here. I have no idea.
So you need a new moon for a solar eclipse and a full moon for a lunar eclipse.
full moon for a lunar eclipse. Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yeah, it makes sense now.
I can see it. Thank you so much, Jill. A couple of welcome back, and thank you for joining us for another half hour of News Channel 2 Weekend Today. I'm Katrina Smith. Dry now, but you may want to grab the umbrella if you're heading out the door a little later today. Meteorologist Jill Reel joins us this morning in for Eric. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning. A little bit of clouds this morning, but not bad start. And
Yeah.
it's mild out. I know the past couple of days have been in the 30s. We had that hard frost earlier this week.
We're done with that,
We're
right?
done. I planted my vegetables, so that's any indication right there.
That's
but yes.
when I plant my vegetables.
But this morning we are starting off dry, taking a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. You will notice pretty much from Syracuse east is dry, but as I move to the west, you're going to see that rain now make its way towards Rochester and Buffalo. So again, if you are traveling today towards the west, you're going to be dealing with that rain. If you're staying closer to home, dry to start for this morning. Even seen a few peaks of sun. We're at 61 degrees at Griffiths Park, but later on this afternoon, especially this evening, we are going to be tracking that rain across central New York. It's going to be short-lived, though. We'll look at your weekend forecast coming up. Katrina?
Thank you so much, Jill.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's meteorologist Jill Reel.
A dry start to the weekend, but that is going to be changing as we go throughout the day. Looking at downtown Utica, again, we're seeing those clouds moving into the region. They may look like threatening clouds, but we are staying dry for this morning. It's not until later on this afternoon and into the evening hours where we will see that chance of rain move through the area. So on our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar, dry as we head towards Old Forge, Utica, down towards Cooperstown and Oneonta. But as I zoom out, you're going to see this area of low pressure just to our west. And that low pressure is going to bring us some rain later on today. So we are going to stay dry for this morning and into the early afternoon. But as we head towards the evening hours, that chance of rain is going to increase. Because of the cloud cover, mild to start. We're at 58 degrees in Big Moose, 63 in Utica, 62 in Westmoreland as we head to the south across the southern valleys, 58 in Norwich, 57 in Skinevus, and 62 in Cooperstown. So you notice the big jump in our chance of rain after about 3 p.m. So before 3 p.m., you are fine to do any outdoor activities. But after 3 p.m., that's when that chance of rain is going to greatly increase and will be around throughout the evening hours. After about 9, 10 o'clock, that's when the rain begins to taper off. We'll still see some scattered showers tonight, but dry weather returns as we head towards tomorrow. So if you want to take care of the lawn, again, do it this morning or wait until tomorrow afternoon. Yes, tomorrow morning will be dry, but the grass is still going to be wet. So I recommend waiting until tomorrow afternoon, or you can do it pretty much any day next week. So on our Skycast, dry to start this morning. I'm going to stop the clock at noon. Notice dry conditions continuing with temperatures warming up into the low 70s. By 4 or 5 o'clock, that's when that rain begins to move on in. Do expect steady rain throughout the evening into tonight. So by 8 p.m., we're still seeing those showers across the region. Tonight, though, those showers will begin to taper off. Tomorrow morning, don't be discouraged. We are going to start off with cloud cover across the region, but clouds will give way to sunshine. So by noon, we are seeing mostly sunny skies. Temperatures are going to warm up into the low 70s as we head towards tomorrow afternoon and into tomorrow evening with plenty of sunshine. Not going to see too much in the way of sun today. Rain rise later this afternoon and into the evening hours with temperatures in the 70s. Tonight, rain will begin to taper off throughout the overnight. We'll drop back into the 40s. And taking a look at the rest of your forecast, clouds to start in the morning, but then sunshine in the afternoon. Temperatures will be in the low 70s and a beautiful stretch of weather as we head towards next week. So, Katrina, another Regents question for you. The Catskills are classified as what type of landscape? Are you going to cheat or are you going to answer?
Well, I feel like it's too easy. It's the Catskill Mountains, isn't it?
No, it's a plateau.
Oh my goodness.
We just call it the Catskill
world
Mountains.
is shattered.
We just call it the Catskill Mountains, but it's actually a plateau because the bedrock is all horizontal. It is not tilted.
Oh.
The bedrock has to be tilted to be a mountain.
Who knew? That's probably going to be on the Regents exam,
Probably.
too.
Hopefully my students know the answer to
All
that.
right, you're watching, students. Thank you, Jill. Now to some
Our first look at forecast tonight at 11 with Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis. We're talking about Starlink tomorrow.
Yeah, SpaceX just launched a series of satellites, and we can normally spot these right after launch. They changed the satellites where they're harder to spot.
I remember a couple weeks ago you and I went out, kind of could see them. It was a little bit cloudy. Wasn't that great, though.
I think we'll have an opportunity to do this tomorrow night. So 10:15, visible for about 5 minutes. We'll get the clear skies.
Yes.
How about that? So we'll put this in your alarm tomorrow. And again, we're looking at pretty good conditions for that. Not so nice out there this evening. We wouldn't be able to see it this evening because, of course, all the clouds and fog. And we are still tracking a few showers across the area. A live look at the Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. Things are going to slowly improve as a cold front continues to march to the east. The clouds are going to linger through tonight. Be on the lookout for some patchy fog. Our current temperature is 52 degrees. It's not going to be all that chilly tonight. We will drop down into the upper 40s. But again, the bigger story, some fog here tonight that lasts into tomorrow morning, but that does look to go away. We're looking at improving conditions, decreasing clouds for Sunday, and the weather next week looks really nice. I've got to look at that forecast coming up. Ben, back over to you.
Thank you very much, Bill. The New York State Board of Education.
The WKTV Tower Cam is brought to you by the Central Association for the Blind and Visually Impaired. From Central New York's most dependable weather team, here's Chief Meteorologist Bill Curtis.
Good evening. I'm over here. And let's take a look at the forecast. We have some fog if you're heading out the door tomorrow. That fog is going to be pretty thick in the morning. But then it will become much lighter as we head throughout the late morning into the early afternoon. So driving could be a little tricky over the next several hours. And again, that fog will be around early tomorrow before things start to clear out as we move forward. Now is the time to start thinking about gardening. I know we had that pretty heavy frost earlier in the week, but going forward, I don't see frost really becoming a big issue here in the Mohawk Valley. So if you are taking care of the garden, it looks like the weather will be very favorable for the next several days. The weather does turn unsettled as we look ahead to Wednesday. We have been tracking some rain this evening. The rain is going to be what really hasn't amounted to much. Totals so far for the New York State Mesonet have come in between about 1/10 of an inch to 2/10 of an inch of rainfall. So even though it's been raining for a good portion of the evening, it hasn't been all that heavy, although everything that we do get does help. It's been a relatively dry weather pattern. Scattered showers continue to move to the east as a live look at our Yorkville Battery Storm Tracker 2 Doppler radar. This weather system again moving out. What will be moving back in, the pollen. We got a break from it today, sort of, with the rain this evening, but the levels become high from Sunday onward as the weather dries out. The bigger picture shows high pressure building in from the west, and that's going to ensure a dry finish to the weekend, and the weather behind it will really start to warm up as we head into next week. Temperatures will climb back into the 70s. Storm Tracker 2 Skycast tonight, decreasing clouds. Some patchy fog rolls in as we head into tomorrow morning, and it's kind of a gloomy start to Sunday. It will look like it's going to rain first thing Sunday morning. It's going to be that type of cloud, but it stays dry. And what's going to happen throughout the afternoon is high pressure builds in, the winds will kick up, and dry air will build in, and that will help to erode the clouds. By noontime, we'll see some breaks of sunshine, and I'm expecting a sunny afternoon with temperatures in the low 70s. Tomorrow night, looking at generally dry weather, and we could see a few clouds on Monday. A very weak backdoor cold front rolls in. It's going to bring temperatures down into the 60s as we head into Monday afternoon. Tonight, rain ends, some patchy fog, a low temperature of 49. Clouds give way to sunshine tomorrow with temperatures in the low 70s. Storm Tracker 2 7-day forecast. Looking at plenty of sunshine as you head into next week. Temperatures in the 70s Monday and Tuesday. A cold front arrives Wednesday and it brings us some more showers. Temperatures in the mid-70s. Cooler Thursday. Highs in the 60s. We're back into the 70s again by Friday and Saturday.